What's up, y'all? All right, what's up? Before we get started with this video, first thing I'm gonna say, yo, shout out to Balin Levine, Mature People on Weenies. Yo, I'm wearing your merch right now. I'm usually wearing your jacket. I don't really wear the shirt that much because I'm not a shirt person. You know, I wear hoodies, but I have the hoodies. In my next video, I might be wearing my Kendrick Curry merch. You know what I'm saying? But his BBC merch. So basically, today's video, we're gonna do a Mr. Beast burger review, bro. I've been wanting to try Mr. Beast burger for so long. So here we got the the Beast burger combo with the Beast style fries and a little Sprite to go on the side. Now this is gonna be me reviewing it, and also I'm gonna do a little mukbang, and we're gonna be talking about my crazy ex. Do a little story time for y'all. I'll say I've definitely had crazy exes before, but not crazy to the point where I felt like I should come on a platform and talk about it. So first things first, here's the burger. Just open it up. Now, presentation wise, that looked like an American burger. That looks good. Now, I'm not even going to use fake names because I don't care. I really don't care. Nothing's gonna happen if I use fake names. All right, there's this girl that I just got out of a relationship with one day before Valentine's Day. Her name's Ariana, right? Now, Ariana, I'll tell you guys, before we started dating, like nearly a year ago, I got rejected by her like 10 times, you know. It was over and over again, you know, me trying to get with her. She's like, no, you're not my type. No, I'm talking to somebody, this, that, and that. So that's what that is. And we recently got together, what, January 28th, to February 13th. So that wasn't even a long relationship or anything. January 28th to February 13th. Now, the relationship was kind of good, but she was childish. And this wasn't a side I got to see of her when we were just friends. Because though she was rejecting me before, we were still friends. And we were like really good friends. But I didn't really see her childish side. Like I saw her as kind of mean, kind of serious, you know. But, you know, it was so weird in the relationship where, you know, she would like say she gets an attitude or something, she'll go, like she'll cross her arms, go, like a little kid, and she would constantly poke out her lip, and like, you know how babies whine, like say like she's actually upset, like she's not even joking, she'll go like literally like a little kid. All right, so she's childish in that aspect, personality wise. Now, also, every other guy before me that she's dated has been younger than her. So since she's a junior in high school now, since she's been a junior, she's only dated freshmen. Not even, she'd even go sophomores, like straight freshmen as a junior. All her friends in the high school are freshmen. She has one friend that's a senior who has special needs. So, I mean, still she kind of has, you know, that mindset of a little kid. You know, she still thinks like a little kid, even though she is older. And her two best friends, get this, her two best friends are seventh graders. Seventh graders. And I could see if it was one best friend that was a seventh grader, but no, two. And I could also get like, if they grew up together, they spent their whole life together. This girl's just now moving here and meeting everybody last year. She's just moving here last year. All right, so it's not like they grew up together. They're like sisters or anything like that. No, she goes out of her way to be around younger people. Now, also, she had this weird thing with her brother. Like, one day she opens up her phone and she's, you know, talking to one of her freshman friends. She pulls up a picture of her brother, like half naked in like a towel in a mirror pic. And she has this saved to her camera roll. It's not like, hey, look what one of my friends just sent me or something, or look what my brother just accidentally sent me. Like, she pulls this out her camera roll. Why is a picture of your brother half naked in your camera roll? Oh my God, let me take a bite. Hold on, sorry. I knew I tasted pickles. I knew I tasted pickles. Sorry, guys. Oh. I knew I tasted pickles, guys. They gave me an option to take off the onions, but not take off the pickles. All right. Anyway, we're in this relationship, and I'm not really liking her. I'm not liking the personality. I'm like, she's okay looking. She's not that good looking. Like, she's not all that. And I'm questioning myself. I'm like, why am I still with her? Like, maybe it's just the fact that I liked her for so long. That's why I can't let go, right? And so I'm just kind of attached at the point. Like, I don't really like her anymore. I'm just attached, to the fact that I liked her for so long, and I finally got that opportunity to be with her and all that stuff. Like, when we had our good moments, like when we're together hanging out, I loved it. But over text, over call, I mean, she was just so annoying and so sensitive. Now, let me just say this already. 2 days before we broke up, she was sick and we were on a FaceTime call. And she's talking and she goes, my stomach hurts, yeah. Me, if you ever met me in real life, I know obviously you guys don't know me in real life. This is YouTube, whatever, but you could kind of get it from my streams. Like, I joke a lot. I mean, in any kind of situation, I joke. So she's like, oh, my stomach hurts. I'm like, yeah, maybe because you're pregnant. Now, she's a virgin. Well, at least from what every other guy that she's messed with says, and from what she says. Like, any guy, because I know, like, most of the guys she's messed with, and they said they've never done anything sexual with her, that they couldn't even get to that point. She says she's a virgin, so I believe that. Now, also, I knew going into the relationship that she was a liar because, I mean, she lied to me a lot for no reason before the relationship, because there was one point in time where I was dating someone else and I rejected her. And instead of taking it like a G, she was like, oh, it was a joke. It was a test. I just wanted to test you, this, that, and that, whatever. But she actually did like me. Like, she wasn't testing me. She just wanted to save herself the embarrassment from getting jealous. And then when we got into the relationship, she told me that did affect her, and she was crying like every night for a week after I rejected her. And because we ended up blocking each other, because after that she actually ended up being mean to me and stuff over text. Like, I wasn't just going to block her, but she ended up being mean to me and all that. So what else? But yeah, so like, say 2 days after that, pregnant joke, whatever, we're fine. All this, lovey-dovey stuff, all the hugs, kisses. Oh my God, it was great. But one day, I'm like, you know what? I'm not happy with myself right now. I'm not in the right state of mind. Instead of doing anything bad, we're just gonna cut my hair. We're gonna cut my hair, and hair holds a lot of spirituality. Like, if you go and look into it, hair holds a lot of spirituality, and I'm already knowing this. So I'm like, hey, we're gonna cut my hair, and I'm basically gonna become a new person. If you see, I don't have a beard. Also, I am bald. It doesn't look that bad, but it just, like, I don't know. I am not what do you call it, satisfied with it. I mean, other people are eating it up. Other people are loving it. When I say, like, I'm not even joking when I said I've been pulling so many girls since I cut my hair and cut my beard. Like, even this girl I liked since I was in 6th grade, now she's starting to like me after I shaved my hair, shaved my beard. But also, yeah, cutting your hair does change you spiritually. You might not notice it, but it does change it. And I'm not going to get into all that, but there are studies done. But I'm not going to get into all that. That's not what this video is about. So I go basically the whole day without telling her I cut my hair, not showing my face in snaps or anything like that. And then I went to go take a quick bathroom break when I was at work. It's about 7, 8 o'clock at this point in time. So I go take my bathroom break and I text her while I'm on the toilet. I'm like, by the way, I cut my hair, I bald, I shaved, I don't have a beard. And she's like, show me, show me, show me, show me, show me, show me. I'm like, no, I'm not showing you. I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed. She's like, well, when we FaceTime tonight, you're gonna have to show me. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna show you. Like, I'm embarrassed. Yeah, I'm not gonna show you. You can like see in person, whatever. 'Cause we had school the next day. We go to school together. You know, she's in one of my classes, right? And then 4 minutes after all that happens, she's like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. This and that. I just can't do the whole thing. Da, 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 da. And then she's like, we're done. And I say, hey, like, no, we're not. Because I'm like, she's joking. I'm like, she's joking. I'm like, no, we're not. She's like, yes, we are. I'm like, bro, no, we're not. And then she's like, yes, we are. And then so after that, I say, hey, all right, if we're truly done, then block me on everything so that I can believe it. Because I don't believe it. As a person, I don't believe it. So if we're actually done, like you're being serious, then block me on everything. Next thing you know, I'm blocked on everything. And so I do like a little text now number. I'm like, oh, like you're being serious. Like, explain to me why you're breaking up with me. Like, we can talk this out. Da, 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 da. And she blocks me on there. So I add her on another TikTok account. Try to talk to her there. Now I have no hold of her there, so I'm like, okay, it's not working. I'll just leave it. Now the next morning, which is Valentine's Day, I'm like, oh crap. She probably has Facebook. So I go and I text her on Facebook. I get no reply. After that, I stopped trying. Like I stopped trying after that 100%. I stopped trying to contact her. I'm like, there's no other way. It doesn't matter anymore. Whatever. Uh, Next thing you know, I'm just, people are coming to me with stuff like lies. So, like I said, you keep in mind the part where I said that she's probably pregnant because her stomach hurts as a joke. She's telling people she broke up with me because I told her that she looks pregnant. Now, keep in mind also, I did not say that. And this was 2 days before she broke up with me. All right? It's good. Excuse me. Now, this is the only reason. This is what she's saying. This is her only reason, right? Yeah. Um, he called me. He said I look pregnant. He said I look pregnant. That's what she was telling everybody. Next day, she's like, there's other stuff. Yeah, he treated me bad. He was always telling me to F off. Now, I told her to F off once as I was playing basketball. And she was like just being a pick me girl while I was playing basketball. Like the ball, it wasn't even out of bounds or anything. But it was rolling, and me and the other kid were racing to get to the ball, and then she's like about to pick it up and hand it to me. So I tell her, "Fuck off!" Like I'm trying to play basketball, and like she's coming up to me in the middle of us playing. Like we're checking up or whatever, and she's trying to come and talk to me or hug me. I'm like, bro, I'm playing ball. Like I'm in the middle of a game. Like chill out. But she's like, anytime I was ever mean to her, it was like she did something childish to provoke it. It's not like, I don't know, but I've told her many times like you're being annoying. You have to chill out. And I've told her many times. I'm like, how old are you? She's like 16. I'm like, okay, you're 16. Act 16. And she's like, yeah, my mom tells me that too. Obviously, your mom tells you that you need to act your age. Why are you friends with freshmen? Why are your two best friends seventh graders? Why do you only date freshmen? But when I asked her that, she said she just doesn't like guys her age or older. That's her excuse. She doesn't like guys her age or older. That's crazy. And she says I'm the exception. Honestly, that's weird to me, and that rubbed me the wrong way the whole relationship. I'm like, what's wrong? Because personally, I couldn't date someone 2 years younger than me. The lowest I've gone is a year and 7 months. I've never dated anyone 2 years or younger than me. And like I've dated people 2 years older than me, 3 years older than me. My girlfriend before her, or my girlfriend before the girl before her, is 2 years older than me. I'm 16, she's 18. Right. So this, that. So that's another lie she's, coming up with us saying, I just treated her bad. But the thing is, I had a bro, I don't have the bag anymore, obviously, but the bag was like probably like this big, this wide, full of stuff, $200 for Valentine's Day. And I made sure everything in there was her favorite colors, pink and purple, her top two favorite colors. So the bag was pink and glittery, like this big, and then I had a coloring book in there because she likes coloring. Like she was always coloring or painting when we were on FaceTime. So I got her a coloring book there. I got her chocolates. Even though she said she doesn't like chocolates, I got her chocolates just because it is Valentine's Day. You got to get the box of heart chocolates even if they don't like it. Like my mom knows I don't like chocolate, but she still gets me the box hearts. I got her Reese's in there. She says she likes Reese's. She likes peanut butter. I got her favorite candy in there. I got her a teddy bear that said cutie pie because I always called her cutie pie. I understand how cringy that is. Like I would never have called anybody else cutie pie, but I don't know. It just naturally happened with her, and I called her cutie pie. So I got her a little teddy bear that said cutie pie on it, and like multiple bags of candy, and then miscellaneous just little candies that are in there. I layered it too, so stuffing paper, stuffing paper, stuffing paper, all this stuff on top, stuffing paper, stuffing paper, stuffing paper, stuff on top, and it was like about 5 layers. And that bag was heavy. Like you couldn't carry it with one hand. You had to double hand that bag, or else it was gonna rip and break. And it was just too heavy to carry with one hand. In general, it's like you're carrying a small suitcase. That's how big and heavy that bag was. So obviously I didn't treat her bad, and I was always validating her. I'm like, you're pretty, you're worth it, all this stuff, honestly, because that's just the kind of person I am. Like it doesn't even matter whether you're my girlfriend or not. I'm gonna validate you even if I don't know you. Even if I don't know you, I'm gonna sit here and validate you. I'm gonna make you feel like you're worth it, like you're a person, because I know what it feels like to be insecure and stuff like that. And also another way in which she was immature is that she would just go and fish and fish and fish for compliments and fish for validation. Like you don't have to sit here and fish for validation because I'm gonna give it to you no matter what, randomly. You're gonna get that validation from me. Why are you fishing? And it was just so stupid. Uh, it was just so stupid. Now, on Valentine's Day, obviously we're broken up. Oh, we're broken up the day before too. So, I get home from work. I guess I make a TikTok. I made the TikTok probably the morning before school on Valentine's Day or whatever. Now, we all know that trend that goes, hey, if I see a couple on Valentine's Day, I'ma kill them or whatever. I wish you guys worst luck. I made that video. Now, my comedy, my humor is twisted. So, look, I have this right here. This is a curtain pole, right? This is a curtain pole. I took like a sledgehammer and a rock and I flattened the end and I put a shoelace on the bottom to look like a handle. Now this is hollow, like you can blow in there. Obviously the sound's not gonna come out the other end, it's flattened, but you can look in there, whatever. I put my finger in there, like it is hollow, like hit it like this hard enough and it's gonna break. Obviously I don't wanna break it, like I use this for sword practice, right? That is not a real weapon. And I know it kind of looks like it could be sharp, but it's not. I can like sit here and do this with it. Now, I made a video and I say, if I see any of you guys boot up on Valentine's Day, I'm taking my broomstick. As a matter of fact, forget the broomstick. You see this? This is a curtain pole. I sharpened it and I got a little handle at the end. And I'm gonna beat you with it. I'm gonna beat you and I'm gonna bash your head in and then you're gonna die. And that's what I said in that video, right? But the whole video was a joke. Obviously it was a joke because that same day I came in with the stuff I got from her, and I also a bouquet of flowers, being her favorite, roses and sunflowers. So I made that little bouquet for her. Like I bought 2 bouquets took the sunflowers out of one bouquet and put them into the bouquet with roses. And I made them pink roses instead of regular red roses, since pink is her second favorite color right under purple. So I put so much thought into it. Like that just should tell you guys something. Um, so I'm handing out flowers one by one. One person get this flower, one person get this flower. Everything else in the bag. All the stuffed animals, because there was two stuffed animals. One was like smaller, one of the little Beanie Babies, and it was like a little purple cat. So I'm just handing all this stuff out, all the chocolates individually. I had cookies I brought, and I gave those away in my first block class, and all this. And then, I'm feeling happy doing it. I'm running around, getting people, giving this, giving this, giving this, giving this. I feel good. I'm spreading the spirit. So obviously that video was a joke because I wasn't bothered by people being together. I'm sitting here and I'm celebrating Valentine's Day too. I'm giving you, I'm giving you, I'm giving you. I gave the administrators, the principals, I gave them stuff too. So obviously I'm feeling in a good mood. Now that same day, tell me why I get called on the guidance. Hey, someone told me you've been having a really bad day today, that you're sad and that you're wanting to kill yourself. And I'm like, huh? Does it look like I'm having a bad day? I'm having a good day. I'm bouncing off the walls. Da, da, da. And she's like, oh, so you sure? Are you sure? Are you just saying that because you don't know me? Whatever. I'm like, dude, I'm fine. Like, I'm obviously fine. I'm giving all this people stuff, all this, all this. Now, I guess that was her. I don't know why she has in her mind, my ex, right, Ariana. I don't know why she has in her mind that I'm going to kill myself over her now. I guess she took out of context this one conversation we had, which it wasn't even a fight. So I don't know what's going on with her, but I was just venting, and I liked her. I was like, you know, um, my one friend, because we had a mutual best friend at the time, and they ended their friendship, and I was still friends with her. And then she, got mad at me for still being friends with her, with Ariana, and then, she basically blocks me and all that. And I could have resolved the friendship, and that was like the best friendship I ever had. Like, it was my favorite friendship. I could have resolved that friendship just by leaving Ariana alone, but I didn't do that. And, I was expressing to her, I was like, because she was in one of her insecure moments. It's like, how do I know you're not going to leave me? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, dude, why would I leave you if I literally sat here and I risked my whole friendship with someone else? I threw it away just to continue to be friends with you, and I didn't even know you that well. That's how special you've been to me since day one. I threw away that whole entire friendship, and that was the one person I've ever trusted in my life, aside from my best friend Eddie. Shout out to Eddie, bro. I love him, but he's like a brother. I don't even see him as my best friend. But other than that, she was the only person I trusted, the only person I could tell anything to, the only person who made me feel validated, made me feel like I am something, and I threw that away to be friends with you. And now I'm dating you. Why would I throw that away after like a year of chasing you and getting rejected by you and still trying? You think I'm gonna leave you, right? Doesn't make sense. It's not clicking, yeah. And I was like, literally, like, if you left me, I don't know what I would do. Like, and I don't want to go back into that state of mind where I was when she left me, and like I didn't care about anything, and I didn't want to live and all that crap. I don't want to go back into that state of mind now. Not once did I say anything about me killing myself, but I guess she took that and she interpreted that like, oh, if I leave, he's gonna kill himself, whatever, whatever, whatever. So I guess that's what she told them, since she broke up with me. That's what she went and she told guidance, that I was gonna sit here and kill myself. All right. Um, so I get out of guidance, whatever. My mom's texting me. I'm like, Mom, I don't care. I don't know why she thinks I care, but I don't care, honestly. Because this is probably the one breakup that I didn't care the most about. It's just the stuff that happened after, which is what is blowing me, and that's the only reason I'm talking about it right now. Um, so that happens, and then the next day, when the next day, the next day I see her in my class, because the day before that we didn't have a class, that one class together, because we have this something called club day, which is a class that we have every month, where it's like not an actual class. Like, you get to do fun stuff, like it's club. So you have ultimate frisbee club, you have ping pong club, you just get to have fun with these other students and stuff like that. So I didn't get to see her that day. So the next day I see her, and she's talking to me and stuff. Like, she's talking to me as if we're friends. Da, 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 da. The day goes by, and two, three people are texting me, hey, she's saying this about you, she's saying this about you, she's saying this about you. I'm like, what the is she talking about? Like, she's literally lying. Like, no one's killing themselves over you, this, that, and the third. Now that day goes by. Now comes Thursday. I didn't go to court. I mean, I didn't go to school Thursday because I had court for this one kid pulling a gun at a party, and I was called as a witness. Um, so I wasn't at school, and then, like I'm saying, I'm not at school. I'm on my way to court. Now court is at 11. I'm on my way to court, so it's like 10 in the morning. I'm getting texts. Ariana was bugging out today in math class, and she was bugging out so much so to the point where she had to go and take a walk around the school before she can come back. And then they're going, oh, she's crying over you. She's crying because you're not at school. I'm like, does this mother effer really think I sat here and killed myself over her? So I'm texting her friend about it. I'm just hitting a brick wall because her friend's not telling me crap. She's like, it's not my business. I'm not going to get in this. But I'm like, my friend told me that after she was crying about me, you asked if I was okay. I'm confused. Like, why is she crying over me? Like, we're broken up. What's wrong? Um, Boom. Like I said, just brick wall. Like, she's not telling me any helpful information. She's like, you need to leave her alone. I'm like, leave her alone. I haven't texted her in 2, 3 days, right? Thursday goes by. Not even, it doesn't go by, but later in the day, I'm at work or whatever. I'm getting messages. It's a whole bunch. So I'm sitting here texting the whole day at work. Now she's saying, well, first of all, her friend texted me. Now her friend added me before, and she was like, hey, if you talk to Ariana again, I'm gonna send my people on you. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna kill you. All that. Da da da. Da. Don't talk to her. You're gonna have to find out. Whatever. And then she blocked me, and then so she adds me back this day, being Thursday, and she didn't even say anything. So I start sending her voice messages. I'm being cocky. I'm like, oh my gosh, Lyra, what do you want? And then I start calling her by her address. So Miss such and such, such and such, such and such. So I'm talking to her, blah, 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 blah. It's really nothing. She's just being cocky. She's like saying free Ariana because I got suspended for the video, and I posted, hey, free Ariana. I mean, not free Ariana, free crony, free crony. And now she's sending me videos, hey, free Ariana, free Ariana. I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, that doesn't even make sense. Nothing happening. Nothing is happening to Ariana. I'm over here getting in trouble for stuff. Like, Ariana's over here living her life. Whatever. And then after that, whatever, we get into our little thing. And then Lyra, she blocks me. And then I start getting messages from Ariana's dad. And he's on some stuff saying, hey, if you ever raise your hand at my daughter again or threaten to shoot up a house while she's in it, I don't care how much of a snitch you might think I am, but I'm going to the cops and I'm going to protect my daughter. That's my daughter. And I was like, what are you talking about? First of all, your daughter's lying. I'm like, shoot up a house with what gun? What gun? I don't own a gun. I don't own a gun. Just because I'm black don't mean I'm some kind of gangbanger. I don't own a gun. Like, what are you talking about? And so we're arguing for probably like 30 minutes before he just blocks me, whatever. He's like, okay, I'm gonna come to your job and I'm gonna talk to your boss, and then I'm gonna go talk to the police, whatever. Obviously that didn't happen. The police never came to my house. He never came to my job. Like, I was working that day. He didn't come to my job. So that happens, and then it's like now it's become a Snapchat story war. Now Ariana and about 3 of her friends, they're posting on her story, on their story. Crony did this, and he's such a bad person, this. And then, but me, I have the biggest amount of friends ever. But my story was blowing up this day. This was just yesterday. So many people are posting free crony, free crony. Everybody is sliding up on my stories because I'm telling them the whole situation that's happened, the lies that she's telling, and they're like, yo, F Ariana, people are coming forward. Yo, she did this to me too. She did this to me too. One person was like, yeah, she lied on my sister and got my sister in trouble with the school, and then the school didn't find out till a week later that she was lying about everything, and it was just a whole bunch of lies that could have got her in real trouble. This. The guy saying, like, her ex is saying, oh, she did this to me too and tried to press some charges. I didn't do anything. Da, 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 this and this and whatever. And so I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And I go to sleep, I wake up, I have 30 messages. I usually have like 3 messages max when I wake up from Snapchat. I have like 30 messages. My story's blowing up. I have 109 screenshots on my story, 418 views on my story. I'm like, oh my God, they're blowing it up. And then everyone's just texting me, what's happening? What's happening? Oh my God, I'm tuning into your story in the middle of class. This. But Lyra also, she ends up unblocking me. Now she's begging for me to take everything off my story. She's like, oh my God, people are texting me, and I don't want anyone in my family to get hurt. Please just delete everything about me off your story. I don't want to be involved with this. I want this all to stop. I said, honey, you got yourself involved in this. You shouldn't have taken it upon yourself to come in my DMs and text me with over a situation that has nothing to do with you. You should have kept to yourself. Now you're in this. I'm sorry, but you're in this, and I'm going to keep you in this just to spite her. And also, you did threaten to kill me. So I said, look how funny it is. Someone who's threatening to kill me is now sitting here begging for me to take them off my story because they don't want to get beat up by some girls that I have on my story. Because I'm like, I don't understand what taking it off my story is going to do. I said 300 people already saw it. More people are going to see it. I said a lot of people still saw it. Like, I don't understand. 300 people. I mean, that's enough. That's like probably everybody in this town saw that already. So there's no point in taking it down, right? Let me. Mm. All right. And so, people are still posting about it. But Lyra basically, she's like, okay. No, I told her, I said, the whole thing, everything will stop when you get your friend to stop lying about all this crap. Like, get her to stop lying. Tell her to stop lying. And then Lyra goes, okay, she's gonna stop now. She's not gonna do it anymore. We're all gonna stop. Basically getting her to indirectly admit that she knows her friend has been lying the whole time. I just got it that quick, right? But then another friend comes forward and she's like, hey, Ariana went to your ex, River, and she's asking River for, her opinion on how to get everything to stop and all this. And she said that her and River are coming together and they're gonna press charges. Now, once again, Ariana's obviously a liar. And I know River. I dated River. She's my ex, my favorite ex 100%. The one that I actually got to know, like really, really know. And I know everything about her life, how she does things, what she thinks, and like to the point where, she would tell me, hey, it's kind of creepy how you know what I'm thinking, things like that. Like, I knew her every move, stuff like that. So I know who she is as a person. And now River definitely had a chance to press charges on me at one point because I wouldn't leave her alone for like 5 months. I would just keep texting her. So I'm in love with her, obviously. It's my favorite ex. I'm not leaving her alone. I'm texting her, making new numbers on text now, texting her. Now, she brought it to the school's attention, the school officer or whatever. And they're like, hey, if he doesn't stop, then we're calling the police, right? But that was when she was 17, and she came with her parents. Now, I waited until she turned 18, and that's when I started messaging her again. And I'm like, hey, you're 18 now. If you want to press charge, because also when they said that, like the administrators reported it back to me, they said when River came to them, like by their lonesome, she says specifically that she doesn't want me to get in any kind of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I text her when she's 18. I'm like, hey, your parents can't press charges for you anymore. This is a you thing. You're legally an adult. So whether you press charges or not, that is on you. And I continue to text her months after that, every single day. Not once did any police have to come talk to me about it. And she just, it got to, I guess it got to the point where she stopped blocking me because she would read my messages, but she would never reply. Now on text now, it doesn't tell you they read your messages, but it's just certain things I would say, and she would reciprocate that back to me. Like basically, she would do things to show me that she saw those messages without telling me that she saw those messages, you know? Um, and you know, I was obsessed. I was in my obsessed era. I saw that one time she dyed her hair pink. I dyed half of my hair pink. Right? We were matching hair. We were matching hair. She's purple now. I might go purple. Let me stop. No, I'm kidding. I won't go purple. But I already went purple twice. We're not going back there. We're not going back there when I have my little dreads. Yeah, but yeah. So I'm like, I know River's not gonna press charges because River doesn't hate me. The whole thing with River is she doesn't want to talk to me because she doesn't want to fall back in love. Me and River, we broke up 3 times just because like it wasn't like really me and her thing, but it's like her family didn't like me. Her mom was under the assumption that I was a cheater because I had too many female friends. Her best friend didn't like me because I ignored her like 3 days for 3 days at work because she made some kind of joke that, you know, it just got to me, so I ignored her, and then she hated me after that. And her sister didn't like me because I took too much time from her, and they didn't have time to hang out anymore because she was always hanging out with me. So her family didn't like me. They all wanted us to break up. It got to the point where once her mom was trying to pay her $100 to break up with me while we were dating, and you know, she was kind of fighting for it, and she's saying, you know, fighting with her family and her best friend almost leaving. Like the reason why we 100% broke up for the last time is because her best friend came to her one day and she's like, hey, if you're going to continue to date him, I don't know if I can be your best friend anymore. Now they've been best friends since pre-K. That's a bond you can't break. They're basically like family at this point. I don't judge her for leaving. And also she has a very, like, her will's not very strong. Her will is not strong. Like, she's very weak-willed, and she's very easily manipulated by other people. She lets other people control her life, and she seeks validation of everybody else around her. So, but she was an amazing girl though. Like, 100 props to her. Like, no hate towards her at all. Like, she's probably the one ex that I do respect the most out of all of them. You know, I seen one of my older exes from like a year and a half ago at a basketball game. I tried to call her over. She just looked at me and walked right past. Now, we didn't even end on bad terms. That's the thing. We didn't end on bad terms. We were friends after. So, but then we kind of lost contact after I got new Snapchat. And then now I guess she's doing whatever she's doing. It's really good. I'm out of my drink. Hold on, y'all. All right. Now, she the same girl that showed me that, you know, Ariana said she was talking to River, which I don't believe Ariana was actually talking to River. I do believe she went as far as to add her, but I do know that River doesn't add people that she doesn't know. Like, I've witnessed it. I like, like, if she doesn't know who you are, she's not adding you back. River doesn't know who Ariana is. She definitely didn't add her back. Like, River has a total of 20 people on her Snapchat. And she spent her whole life in this small town. Like, she knows more than 20 people. So, I mean, even, I guess if you're not close to her, she's not adding you back, right? And, I kind of proved that point earlier today where one of my friends, he was like, hey, I'm gonna go see if I have River on Snap. I said, hey, no, she probably doesn't have you on there, right? And he goes, yeah, no, I bet she does. I bet she does. He searches up her name, right? And then it says they're friends, right? But I'm like, hey, no, she doesn't have you. He clicks on it and it says friend request pending. So he's added her, but she never added him back. So yeah. Um, but yeah, I think now Ariana stopped posting all the stuff, and people that were defending her on their stories, they deleted everything because maybe she admitted that she was lying now. And one of my friends confronted her today at school because I wouldn't have been able to because I'm suspended from school. But he confronted her and like she ran away. Like she looked and ran away because he had a little video of it. She looked at the camera and she ran away. Just like, yeah. So that whole situation was just stupid. But the fact that she went as far as to say I hit her and stuff like that. Like I don't know. Wait, I don't know if I said that part. Yeah, I did. But she went as far to say that I hit her, like that I physically hit her, and that I said I was gonna shoot up her house. And I mean, I even had some of my exes sliding up, talking about, hey, or posting on their stories, like, I dated Crony. I used to hit him, and he would never raise his hand back at me. Like, he wouldn't hit a woman. Like, as much as, even if he really wanted to, he would not hit a woman. Da, 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 da. And also, her dad wasn't the one that texted me because I used to do, I didn't make videos on it, but when I was in sixth grade, I used to watch, I forget what they're called, like dark something, but they used to catch catfish, and they used these reverse search websites where they would, search up their name, search up their phone number, search up their pictures. So I have experience with things like that, getting people's personal information. All right. And so I went and I reverse searched his number, uh, and I didn't find any name to that. I found possibly owned by someone with the first letter of the name starting with N. Now I reverse searched his name. I got his address and all that. I'm like, okay, he lives here. I know he lives here. Got his address, got his relatives. Now when it comes to the phone number, I'm like, oh, these phone numbers don't match. Now it was one 2023, one 2022, and one number in 2021. None of these match. This is not the phone number I was texted from. So I says, this was the friend because I got texted on that number right after she blocked me. I said, this is that friend. I know it's that friend. Whatever. But past couple hours or whatever, just since this morning, I haven't gotten any messages about it. I haven't seen, any more stories about it, anything. So I guess it stopped. I guess she told everybody to leave it alone. But I do go back to school next Monday, and she better not be there because first thing I'm doing is I'm confronting her. I'm confronting her on video, and I'm going to press her. I'm like, why are you lying? What did you lie for? All this. Oh, and also, someone confirmed that she said she's no longer going to be pressing charges, which she probably wasn't going to. Or maybe she actually would have, because someone else told me she tried to press false charges on her before, on him before. But I guess, she found out I'm not one of those weaklings, and I'm not going to let that happen. Also, I'm very educated in the law system, and I know how to get her back. And I expressed that to her father that was texting me. I was like, yeah, I mean, if you guys try something, I'm gonna get you both arrested for false accusation, or I'm gonna press charges for false accusations, and you guys are gonna get arrested for lying to the law, because that is a arrestable offense as well, and all that crap. And he blocked me after I said that, so I felt like, or I keep saying he as if it wasn't her friend, feel like they got, scared that I know my law or whatever, because, I mean, stereotypically, it's not every day where you find a black person that knows their law. They're usually getting in trouble with the law and not knowing their law. But I do come from a string of, teachers, lawyers, what do you call them, judges and police officers. I come from a string of successful people on my dad's side of the family, at least, not on my mom's side of the family. My mom's side of the family is just a whole bunch of lazy bums. Like, sorry, but that's just how it is. My dad's side of the family, they're all successful. My dad himself, he just last year opened up his own cleaning business, and his wife is a nurse, so they're doing well for themselves. I personally don't associate with them anymore, but yo, them beef style fries are nasty, bro. The burger was good, but them fries ain't it, bruh. Nah, sorry. Feeding that to my dog. That's nasty. Yeah. Nah. But I guess that's all kind of resolved. But in my eyes, it's not resolved until I get the chance to confront her face to face. Because, she gets so scared when it's face to face. She gets so scared when it's face to face because, like, I've tried to confront her face to face before, but she just runs away. But you can't run away when we're in the same class. And, I mean, she chooses to still sit next to me. Like, first of all, it's not her class, but she asked her teacher if she could come, like when we were dating, if she could come there, and she started coming in every day. So the teacher was like, you know what? I'm just going to put it in the system. You're going to be here every day for the rest of this month. So, and we don't have assigned seats because it's like a study hall. So instead of sitting anywhere else in the class, like there's 2 other people in the class, every other seat is empty. She chooses to sit next to me still. Now says something, yeah. But yeah, so that should be what should be resolved. I'm gonna take that video on Monday and I'm gonna share it with you guys. I'm probably gonna oh my god, I just got added back. Anyway, I'm gonna I'm gonna upload that as not by Ariana, but by somebody else who I really wanted to get added back by. But I'm gonna upload that video probably as a YouTube Shorts, and let's get to this review. So obviously, for Mr. Beast Burgers, Beast Style Crinkle Fries or whatever, I'm giving those a solid 0 out of 10, bro. -3 out of 10. Honestly, that was disgusting. Probably one of the worst things I put in my mouth in a while. As soon as it touched my tongue, I just couldn't deal with it. Now, Mr. Beast Burger, Beast Style Burger, that was a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. It was definitely good. I would order that again, most definitely order that again. I don't know what it was about it, but it really did taste amazing. I love it. Fries were freaking disgusting. I'm never touching those again. That was disgusting. So, that said, thumbnail. You guys have a good night. Peace.